Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the FITTSGH AZ-900 Azure Fundamentals Masterclass. So far, we've built our Azure networking environment step by step. We learn about virtual networks, which provide communication inside Azure, and subnets, which help us organize and separate resources. But now we need to answer an important question. How do we protect our Azure resources from unauthorized access? Imagine FIT has a training center with classrooms, offices, and a server room. Even though everyone enters the same building, not everyone should be allowed into every room. The same principle applies in Azure. Just because resources are connected to a network doesn't mean they should all be accessible to everyone. This is where network security groups or NSGs come in. Think of an NSG as a security guard at the entrance of your Azure resources. The NSG checks network traffic and decides whether to allow it or block it based on rules that you define. For example, FIT may allow students to access an online learning application but prevent direct access to the database that stores sensitive information. And NSG makes this possible. In today's lesson, we will learn what an NSG is, why organizations use NSGs, the difference between inbound and outbound traffic, how allow and deny rules work, and how Azure uses NSGs to improve security. Understanding NSG is an important part of both real-world cloud administration and the AZ-900 certification exam. So let's explore how Azure protects resources and keeps cloud environments secure. Remember, you've got to understand first, practice second, and you can conveniently master both. Let's get started. Okay, so let's talk about understanding network security groups. And this is lesson 13, and we're going to go through what an NSG is, why NSGs are important, inbound versus outbound traffic, allow versus deny rules, how NSGs improve security, how Azure secures resources, and that will be the totality of what we'll be covering in this lesson. So what then is an NSG? So if you take a look at the picture on your screen, this is more like our security guard that checks what comes into our Azure resources and what leaves. So what do we allow into our system and what do we allow out of our system? So in a nutshell, that is what the NSG is about. So we say that the network security group is a traffic filtering service, a cloud security control, and a way to allow or block network traffic. Okay? Then this analogy of our VNet being a building. So we've got an entire building, which is our VNet, and the subnet will come in, which will definitely demonstrate the various rooms inside the building. Then you have a security guard. So if you don't have a security guard at the entrance, then you are compromised. So that is the job of our network security group, okay? Then the NSG would decide who enters and who leaves and what gets blocked. That's essentially it, okay? And why do organizations use NSGs? To protect their resources, which is the most important on the list, to control traffic and to improve what security. So please don't overthink it. Just understand it in this context. And it also reduces unauthorized access and it separates secure environments. Okay. Then how NSGs work. So NSGs will use security rules and the rules will decide which traffic to allow in and which traffic to deny. And we're going to do this practically after this lesson for you to see how it works, okay? And then we also have the inbound versus outbound traffic. So if something is inbound, then obviously it's coming into your Azure resources. So the internet, to your virtual machine, and outbound traffic is traffic leaving your Azure resources. So from your virtual machine to the internet. So I believe it's clear and it's not that confusing. Then we have the allow, there's what deny rules, and they obviously have some default rules. So NSG rules, we've got allow rules, which permits traffic, and the deny rules, which blocks traffic. Okay. Then let's look at a FITTSGH scenario. So we want students to access learning applications. Public internet should not access database service because it contains sensitive information. Okay. So the solution here is to do what? Use NSGs for that particular scenario. Then we also have NSGs and subnet. Okay, so NSGs can protect subnet and what? Virtual machines. So you can create NSGs specifically tied to a particular subnet, and it makes it easier for you to control it. So we've got an example security rule here: allow web traffic in port 80. So when you get into networking, and I want to recommend the Information Technology Specialist Certification Program from Certiport, the networking bit, you'll learn a lot from here. Then if you want to block unauthorized access, you can do that. Okay. Then we have a default behavior, default settings. So Azure already includes default allow rules and default what deny rules based on Microsoft's what recommendation. And administrators can go in there and you add your own custom rules, so you can actually edit it and decide which ones to allow and which ones to deny. So it's not really fixed. There is some flexibility in there. Now, since we're also looking at preparing you for the AZ-900 exam, just think about this. FIT wants to block unauthorized internet traffic from reaching database service. Okay, which Azure service should be used? Is it a resource group, a VNet, NSG, DNS? So the obvious answer here is NSG. Okay. So common beginner confusion. So we need to understand that the VNet will create the network, the subnet will divide the network, and the NSGs will secure the traffic. So just understand it. And the key takeaway here is NSGs, we know, will filter out traffic. NSGs will also help improve security. NSGs uses what rules, and inbound traffic enters, outbound traffic leaves. Then NSG protects Azure resources. So I want to still keep, encouraging you to keep learning, keep, growing your Azure journey. Obviously, start with FIT, and the best is yet to come. And if you've not subscribed, you've not commented, you've not shared, kindly do that. It helps our channel grow. And I'm all about helping you improve the way you use the IT tools for your work. And certification is just a plus. Learn how to confidently use the applications for your work. See you in the practical lab.